Hi guys, this is Dr. Roberts coming with your Sepsis 101. Today's title is The Family That Whisper, the certainty trap that just not them. Can I ask you a question? Thanks. Have you ever looked at someone you love and thought something just isn't right? You couldn't explain it. You didn't have the medical words. You couldn't point out a laboratory result. But you just knew they were not themselves. If that's ever happened to you, this conversation is for you. One of the biggest traps in medicine and sometimes in our own homes is what we call the certainty trap. It's when we explain away a change because the explanation feels comfortable. They're probably just tired. It's probably just a virus. They've been working too hard. They're just getting older. The baby's probably teething. She's probably dehydrated. Maybe. But maybe not. Here's what I want you to remember. You don't have to know what is wrong to recognize that something has changed. Maybe Dad always tells jokes, but today he's just quiet. Maybe Mom never missed her morning coffee. Whose mom never missed the morning coffee? But today she doesn't even want to get out of bed. Maybe your husband always texts you, but today he doesn't answer because he's just sleeping. Maybe your wife is usually full of energy, but today she can barely finish a sentence. Maybe your teenager never takes naps, but today they can't stay awake. Maybe your toddler usually fills the house with laughter, but today they only want to be held. These things are not diagnoses, they're changes, and that change matters. Can I tell you something? One of the most powerful sentences that you may ever say is this: I can tell you what's wrong, but I can't tell you this. They are not themselves. So never underestimate those words. The person holding their hand has an important piece of the puzzle. You know the smile that's missing. You know the laugh that isn't there. You know the routine that suddenly changed. You know the personality behind the patient. Healthcare professionals bring their medical knowledge to the table, but the families bring the story. And when those come together, they help complete the entire picture. If someone is becoming seriously ill, especially if they are confused, difficult to awake, or struggling to breathe, developing a fever or chills, or you simply know that something has changed dramatically, let's not keep that observation to yourself. I need you to tell a healthcare team exactly what you've noticed. You don't have to diagnose sepsis. You don't have to know the medical terminology. You simply have to tell us, this isn't who they are. And so maybe that missing piece, that helps us to recognize sepsis early or another serious medical emergency before it's too late. I want to thank you guys for spending these few minutes with me. And until next time, keep your eyes on sepsis, definitely open, because when time runs out in silence, someone has to hear the whisper. I am Dr. Susan Roberts. This is your Sepsis 101 tip. And remember, the medicine treats the patient, families know the person, and together they save lives. Please share this with your community, share it with your loved one, and please visit Eyes of Sepsis. Everyone have a good night. Peace.